good, MP?
About to tear it up.
Shoot. All right.
MP, what's up, man?
Ronnie, what's good?
I'm here for tryouts.
Oh, right. You're here for the dance and for the hot top show. Yeah, look, my man, what you want to do is talk to that lady over there.
No. The team.
What you mean team, Ronnie?
The team. This team.
They don't have tryouts in the NBA, Ronnie.
Hey, look, I know it's unusual, but I showed the GM my tape, and he said I should come in for a tryout. I'm supposed to meet him here. He's just running a little late.
Right. You're friends with the GM.
Yeah, man, he DM'd me on social media, said he was my biggest fan, and we got to talking.
Right. Yeah, I think you're getting pranked, bro.
Why do you think I'm getting pranked? He's got a profile picture and everything. It's definitely him.
Wait, aren't you like 40 years old or something like that?
No, but check out the sweet jumper.
Whew,
yeah, sweet.
That was an experience. That was a, what'd you call it? A jumper. That was it.
All I know is it's a bucket.
Yeah, it was changing the top table. What's up with Rebirth this year? I heard there's big changes coming.
Yeah, you heard right. Rebirth's got 4 levels now. The higher Rebirth level you unlock, the higher badge levels you start with on Rebirth saves. Plus, you get a boost to badge progression and a bunch of other cool stuff.
Oh, that sounds fire. Like, yeah, man. But you still Ronnie, how long have you been here?
Just 4.5 hours.
Ronnie, go home. Spend time with your family. Just give it up.
Man, you're just jealous that someone as handsome and successful as me could be also an elite baller.
Ooh, yeah, you just did that. I can't unsee it. You know what? I'm gonna get out of here. Good luck with the tryouts.
Thanks, I guess. Don't hate the player, though. Hate the game.
About game time, bring the pain time. Tear the roof off.
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lauri Markkanen.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Walker Kessler. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Bailey. And it's MP in at the 1. And for Dallas, Irving and Thompson are the guard set. Najee Marshall's out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Flag in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
And that one, good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now, here's Thompson. Following the miss by MP, Gafford misses. And even 3-on-3 break. A nice shot by MP.
Finishing through contact is required in the NBA. MP knows he can't let guys stop him.
Pass to Marshall from past the arc. Goes back up. And a wide open look for Irving. A three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the 86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And good that time.
MP has an innate ability to just pull up and knock them down. Very impressive for a developing player.
Irving for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Jazz have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Mavs owner Mark Cuban taking in the home game with us here tonight.
And I'm sure he's liking what he's seeing from his guys. One of the more visible owners in the league. Cuban is always ready to show love for his team.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. We're now joined by our son. Oh, he threw that one down!
My goodness!
Wow!
What athletic ability from MP. Plenty of bounce in those legs.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Mavericks leading by 6. Irving from long range. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now here's Thompson. Following the miss by MP. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Flag. Irving's got 15 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so the timeout by... Jazz trail by 4. On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Anderson is out there with Markkanen. Then it's MP. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Collier in at the shooting guard. Now here's Williams. Following the miss by MP. Russell. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
You know, you got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court, Tim.
And now the addition of Cooper Flag at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team in the league in that regard.
MP, good.
Well, these types of looks are easy for MP. The defense must make it harder for the young guy.
Here's Russell. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz trail by 4. Back to MP. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far. And the Mavericks with possession here. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Yeah, that's the kind of performance you're going to try to build on. Now they have to find a way to replicate that success.
To the wing on the left. Lets it go with a 3. hits the three-point bomb. Collier's got the lead up to 1 now for the Jazz. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Driving to the basket. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
MP finishes inside.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Williams double team. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Lively. Deep 2 from Russell. Gets an open look and hits. Russell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Here's the break. A 3-ball. And the 3-ball is good. Now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Jazz also changing it up. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Haley comes in for Markkanen. And it's Keontae George in for Collier.
Yeah, and you know, for a guy like MP, it's really about earning a reputation early in your career and getting others to notice your game.
And both free throws good for MP. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. We know Kyrie Irving is going to get his buckets, but he wants to keep everyone involved. He said, what's worked for me is allowing others to shine their light in their own capacity, encouraging them to do so, and then, when it's my turn, just flourishing in that role. Kevin?
He does it well. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. MP against Irving. MP, no good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say and now that we have some. And that'll do it for halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. Daniel Gafford is out there with Najee Marshall. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Yeah, and Irving doesn't need much wiggle room at all to feel comfortable. A lights-out three-point threat.
Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from MP.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Dallas moving it around. Irving for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
So, Greg, for Cooper Flagg, both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Another miss by MP.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The shot's good. Marshall making the play. Marshall's got his third assist on the night. Jazz trail by 10. Inside, MP. Great focus, MP.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
And here's Marshall from the arc. The rebound by the Jazz. Filipowski's got his fourth rebound in this one.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Mavericks leading by 6. Pass to Marshall. To the middle. Stolen by Markkanen. MP looking around. And Utah again with the bucket.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Jacks up a 3. Kessler with the rebound. Here's MP. MP strong inside.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand. So now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And Tim, you think about running centers, Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Niang finds MP. Took him no time at all on that one. 34 points for MP.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Here's Irving.
Getting blocks requires a blend of confidence and athleticism. Luckily for MP, he has both.
"19 seconds left in the third. Irving with the ball. 32 points in the game. And it's Russell missing. MP to the rack. And the dunk by MP.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day?
Contest 2, right? We'll contest the 2.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Mavericks leading by 8. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Collier out there with MP. Then there's Bailey. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Kessler in at the center position. That one goes. Count it.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Here's Washington. Out to Russell. 3-pointer. They get it back for 3. Dallas, no good that time either.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half. Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Jazz trail by 6. Here's MP. And another one.
Another outstanding game for him. He has been a consistent offensive force all year.
Only 3 other players in all of NBA history have more 40-point games in a season than he does. Dallas making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Jazz. George comes in for Collier. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Gafford, high post, and Gafford throws it down.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Jazz trail by 6. The three from MP. The three is pure from MP.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Washington.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Flag is checked in for Christie, and it's Klay Thompson in for D'Angelo Russell.
And even with one miss, he's still able to stretch that to a two-possession game. That is huge for them right now.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Washington's outside. Crane from outside.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
MP and got it. Another basket.
His elite offensive play has made its mark once again.
Now second overall in career 50-point game. He's got to be in the conversation for greatest of all time.
I mean, certainly Michael Jordan, the guy he just passed, is dead center in that ongoing conversation around who's the best ever. Big moment. MP showing some savvy. What a bright future this young man has.
Irving attacking. Good on the basket.
Irving embracing the brightest lights.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Washington. And Utah also making a switch. Bailey's checked in. MP, the 20-foot jumper, good.
Oh, nice jumper from MP there. The D is going to have to do a lot better job if they want to try and contain it.
A three-pointer, good.
And make no mistake, Irving wants the ball in his hands in these moments. His confidence is off the charts.
MP fires from 19. That one goes.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. They've held a 12-point lead early. No problem with the wide-open jam.
And he gave the defense no time to react. As soon as Irving senses separation, he will exploit it.
Not gonna go. Mavericks leading by 3. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Not that time. It won't go. Utah's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
MP trying to shoulder the weight here.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And both free throws good for MP. 1:06 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Irving. Thompson outside. The long shot, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
And so it's Dallas with Irving. Here he goes.
And Kyrie trying to do it again. He is one of the game's best closers.
And it's Utah's ball. They trail by 1. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And a quick 2 points as he lays that one in.
And you got to admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
And yep, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Hard accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Points are an absolute must here.
And they need to continue to play with urgency. To see MP step up in clutch situations is so impressive. He clearly already has that gene.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
I am really curious to see what he's got in store here.
MP. No good there. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see him run.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And that could seal it at the line. He looked totally composed the entire time.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. It was up for grabs.
Thanks, guys. A solid scoring night for you, MP, but not...
Yeah, not the outcome we wanted.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Dom, thanks.
You know, I have never been to Maine. Have you?
Furthest I've ever been is New York.
Oh, well, do you think it would be nice?
Yeah, get out on the water. I think it would be.
All right, great snack idea for you.
I'm all ears.
Triple decker PB&J.
Are we 12? That sounds like a lot.
I remember how my dog was at that stage. Yeah.
All right, Chris, I have something to admit to you.
Wait, what? Admit what?
I am not the expert 2K player that I might seem to be.
I remembered there was a reason you weren't playing on our Pro-Am squad, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay, because Learn 2K is the perfect place for you to take your game to the next level.
No. My court is back, Chris.
It was so great to see it return last year, and now for 2K26, it's bigger and better.
You're on feet. Let's go. MP.
Ooh, that felt good.
I see you out there doing work.
It's about game time. Bring the pain time.
out with the coop, you go into the run, eat your cabbage, eat your food, drink your water, play for some toys, and then at the end of the day, you go inside and sleep again.
Destinations and then pick from the best one.
Risky. Nice job, guys. Oh, he's good. Just kind of left on the stage. Yeah, he was a little burned, a little brown. Yeah, a little jealous.
guys that were going to see the order.
Oh, do you think it would be nice?
Yeah, you know, in the water, I think you're going to see it.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Dallas Mavericks here at their home, American Airlines Center. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Here are the starters for Utah. They've got MP, Walker Kessler out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Bailey. And at the 2. At this time of the season, Doris, about midway through the schedule, what's the chief concern for most teams?
Well, the priority is always health, right? Teams try to weather the storm of a long season. But the other thing is chemistry, that intangible that maybe you can't define specifically, but when it exists, boy, it's special.
Here's MP. There's the drive. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
What a tremendous finish by the young MP. This guy does exactly what it takes to get the contact drawn.
Here's Thompson. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. An open look for Irving. They get it back. Flag. And the shot is good off the backboard.
And if there's one thing Flag doesn't lack, it's energy. He gets after it on every possession.
Here's MP. Again, Utah.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Thompson for 3. Utah grabs the miss. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them. He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight, and he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And by drafting Cooper Flag, the Mavericks regaining some of the long-term upside they lost with the Luka trade, Doris.
And by every metric and evaluation, Cooper is ready to play and contribute right now, and obviously the hope down the line, he can take over the mantle of franchise player. Boy, you're trying to put Luka in the rear view now.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Again, Utah.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Irving with it. Now guarded by MP. Irving, that's good. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
If you get caught watching the ball against Kyrie, he's going to go right by you every time.
And so Will Hardy called. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Mavs, trailing by 10. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
They're looking to make amends for their poor showing against this team last season.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. Kyle Anderson is out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's MP, then there's Collier, and it's Markkanen and a small forward. The Mavericks shooting a nice 50% for the game. The shot by Russell, no good. Utah leading by 12. Fires, high post. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. MP's got 22 points.
MP smart enough to know he doesn't have to get to the rim to be effective.
Russell, the pass to Martin. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Utah has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And you look at the shot pattern for D'Angelo Russell. Doris, lots of threes in there.
You're right, B.A. There are certain guys who believe in their ability to get hot from distance, and it can completely change the tenor of the game. That has been the story of D'Angelo's career.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. 27 points for him. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Mavericks trail by 18. Russell, the pass to Christie. There's the screen. Back to Russell. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
D'Angelo Russell is not afraid to make some big-time momentum-swinging shots. Nice to see him answer back right there.
Outside Christie. Pass to Washington. Here's Russell from outside the arc. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He had 65 points and hit a high percentage from the floor and from the line. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum. In your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
And we've got word on some action happening in the Eastern Conference. Shams, what's the latest?
Thank you, B.A. Closing in on the trade deadline, it's the Wizards front office getting things done. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. And George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us informed. Much appreciated, as always. Here's Irving. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
56 seconds left in the second quarter. Irving against MP. And the shot's good by Irving. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
So smooth on the mid-range. Kyrie dialed in.
MP. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
MP again. MP's got 40 points.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Marshall can't hit. Utah leading by 16. Here's MP. Yep, that one goes. MP's got 42 in the game.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. And here's Thompson for 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. 8 seconds left in the second. With 4 on the clock. And MP with a layup. MP's got 44.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Jazz out in front, leading by 17. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hey, everybody. I think PG-13 is going to be an outstanding addition. There isn't a team in the league that wouldn't be better off with this kind of two-way talent. High praise to the...
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Mavericks.
What they're doing tonight?
Thanks for joining us. Time.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Kyrie and Clay pair up to make the backcourt. Najee Marshall is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's flagged in at the 3, the small forward. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal, trying to answer back with a 3 of his own there.
No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They led by as many as 18. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, this is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks' Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Back to you, BA.
He's seen it all. Allie, appreciate the report. Outside Irving. Wide open look. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's MP. Klay Thompson pulls down the board.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
A deep 3 from MP. Utah, the rebound. Marketed for 3. Can't get it to drop. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Dallas shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Grant, looking at Cooper Flagg. His versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
Here's MP. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. MP's got 48.
Oh, he's been a man on a mission, and there's nothing that's slowing him down.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
You look at Thompson. He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs. This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
A nice shot by MP.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
Pass to Flag. This one for 3. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 5 rebounds tonight. A deep 3 from MP. Thompson scanning the floor. Here's Flag. Three-pointer. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And again!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now.
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
Marshall. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh! Thompson buries the tray!
Well, this is his prototypical shot. Klay Thompson from 3.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He must... Here's MP. From the high post. Again! What an avalanche!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Taking a look at the Jazz. We've got Lauri Markkanen, Bailey out there with MP. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Filipowski in at the power forward position.
Well, very hard to stop Kyrie Irving once he has his rhythm. Now he's relentless, seeking out some buckets.
Count it. And the Jazz lead by 9.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
The shot by Russell, no good. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. MP's got 56 in the game.
Oh, MP. He got that tweener working.
The 3 from Russell. Utah grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's MP. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Lively. Marshall comes in for Washington. Flaggs checked in for Christie. And it's Thompson in for Russell. And Utah with a change here too. Kessler, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
As always, Allie, we thank you. Mavericks trail by 10. Irving fires. It's money from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Kessler outside. MP. Oh, he missed the jumper. The Mavericks have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Rebounded by Markkanen. Utah leading by 7. MP. And it's good. He hits another one.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Now Irving. Beyond the arc. Kessler with a rebound. MP making his presence felt.
What a quality possession. MP cashing in down low.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Flag fires. Gafford, and it's blocked by Kessler. Here's MP. And yes, another basket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Now Irving jacks up a 3. Oh, it misses.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
MP, and he gets it from 15.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Jazz.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
They were well prepared coming in and showed a real competitive streak.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Well, point guard's responsibility in part in today's NBA, get their guys going. And Kyrie Irving doing just that.
MP fires. The jumper is good.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Throws it up. Good. He hits again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Now Gafford. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Boy, there is a reason this guy has led the league in blocks. Walker Kessler sent it back.
So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you...
Unbelievable effort by you tonight, MP. Disruptions, deflections, interceptions. You were wreaking havoc. Do you feel in the zone?
I felt ready. You know, we watched a ton of film on these guys between our coaches' prep work and my teammates' communication. It can look easy, but that's all hard work going on behind the scenes.
Well, it paid off tonight, MP. Well done.
Yeah, it was supposed to, so...
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Brian.
As always, thank you, Jennifer. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long.
night, MP.
For MP is tough. You're gonna luck your way into that.
Are we ready? Or running out without expanding it on. I'd also like to get our shooters some practice going over the top of those practice to make sure they might not like that. Good. See how serious the issue is. Yeah, I just got some Understood. Yeah, same. Should.
Good night.
RMP, how important are these head-to-head matchups against other MVP types compared to your overall body of work?
Well, discussion, you know, when these voters are trying to choose a winner, these are the type of games they take into consideration.
That's fair. Any predictions for tonight?
Yeah, you know, it's going to be a fun one. He's a great player, so he wants it as much as I do, so it's going to be a shootout. MP out. How was that?
Great, bro. I think I got it.
Cool. My mom's calling.
You good?
Hey, what's up, Ma?
Everything's okay, honey, but I'm at the hospital with your father.
A hospital? Why are you at a hospital?
He had chest pain, and they checked it out. It's looking like he technically had a heart attack.
A heart attack,
He's
Ma?
okay. He's okay, honey. He wants you to know that.
Wait, Ma, slow down.
I know you have the game today, and your father didn't even want me to call you, but I think that you have a right to know.
I don't know, Ma. It sounds serious.
The doctors say it's very mild, as far as these things go, anyway. Look, honey, I'd let you talk to him, but he's getting tests right now.
No, Ma, I'm coming home.
No, honey, he made me promise that I wouldn't let you do that. I know it sounds scary, MP, but he's okay.
This doesn't feel right, Ma.
Your father's a fighter. You know that, and he'll be very upset if you miss this game because of him.
Yeah, that sounds like Dad.
It's what he wants.
Well, how are you holding up?
I'm fine. I'm a little rattled, but I'm okay.
I'm calling as soon as the game's over, so you make sure you have your phone by your side, okay?
Of course. I love you very much, MP. Good luck tonight.
I love you too, Ma. And tell Dad I love him as well, and that I'm gonna see him soon.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Utah Jazz. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Keldon Johnson.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Walker Kessler, Bailey out there with MP. Then there's Filipowski, and it's Markkanen in at the 3. And for the Spurs, Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. De'Aaron Fox out there with Harper. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. NBA basketball in the spotlight, and the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. also celebrated in our games today and tonight, Greg.
It's great to honor a man who spoke for equality and justice. And in a league that's given voice to many communities working towards that equality.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
This is a highly anticipated matchup between two MVP hopefuls, and NP knows they've got their hands full with Wembanyama. He told me, quote, the things he does at his size are unbelievable. You guys have watched him. Everyone knows that Victor is a problem.
He is, although MP presents his share of problems as well. And we thank you for that report. Tries again. Shots good by Filipowski.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now, here's Vassell. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries. And with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks. We talk about his quickness, but De'Aaron Fox has balance. He will throw it down on you in a second.
And that one's good. MP.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Spurs have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Barnes, bounce pass. And here's Harper from the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Locked and loaded. Harper got it away like he never even...
Yet another bucket.
And in terms of first-year players, he is one of the most high-volume scorers in league history. He's now tied for 5th all-time in points scored by a rookie.
Yeah, you just get the sense there is so much more in store for this young talent. The sky is the limit. And it's Bailey in the corner. And the Jazz, another 3.
With Bailey's shooting skills, you might want to see more of that from him.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. They trail by 3. Wembanyama. Wembanyama on the foul.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
This is what the coaches are telling MP. No one can guard you in there. Go eat.
Vassell outside. And the 3 off target.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Good on the 3-point shot. MP's got 10 points.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Spurs trail by 6. Markkanen on the double team. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays.
Jazz trail by 3. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Filipowski. MP out there with Collier. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it sends the ball in at the 3 spot. And San Antonio has possession following the miss by MP. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. He's off on that one.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's MP. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. 12 points for him.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Lets it go from deep. On the rebound by Nurkic. Jazz shooting well, 50% from the floor. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The 3. Rebound by Sohan.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. High post try. Again, what an avalanche!
And with each game, it seems his rookie campaign gets brighter and brighter. He now has the 4th most points ever in a rookie season.
And you know what? He's not done yet. This sort of success really breeds confidence for a young player. Not that he needs any at all to get a boost, but my goodness, he has been something.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Wembanyama. MP from deep three-point land. Second chance shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Timeout.
And it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
Both teams will make substitutions. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week. MP.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Spurs working the ball around now. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And it's the Jazz's ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. De'Aaron Fox, RJ, isn't the only member of his family that can shoot the ball. His wife's pretty good, too.
Oh, you're right about that. His wife played Division I basketball at 2 big-time schools. She's pretty good in her day, and De'Aaron wears number 4 to honor her.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Spurs trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the basket by Vassell.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Here's MP. Bounces high off the rim and drops. MP has got 27 points.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
The wide open look here for Fox. The three-pointer, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
I like how MP picks his spot on offense. Terrific decision there by him.
Here's Fox. Following the basket by MP. Barnes kicks to Harper. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it.
So it's MP making things happen for Utah. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
They won't see home sweet home for a while, but sometimes the road creates solidarity for the guys, team unity.
Especially if you're winning. But if you're losing, these long road trips can feel endless.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the San Antonio Spurs.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game. Thank you for being with us.
And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then, at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Guys, back over to you.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%. And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll
Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
That three off the mark.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
To the inside, MP going to work inside.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Vassell left side. Good. A nice assist from Fox. Vassell's got 6.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke. I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's MP. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight, and that's out of bounds. The Jazz shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. They've got Keontae George. Filipowski's out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's MP. And it's Bailey in at the 3, the small forward. Here's McLaughlin over MP. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. MP, no good. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Castle. Pass to Sohan. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. George passes to MP. It's not going to go for him. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Bailey passes to MP. It's rebounded by McLaughlin.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
Sohan with the ball. And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Vassell comes in for Johnson. Harper, he's checked in for Castle. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what Coach is looking for.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's MP. Jacks up a 3. Wembanyama reels it in. San Antonio's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Outside Harper. Fox! It's good!
What a huge shot. Fox wants to be the guy with the ball in his hands at key points, and you can tell.
MP connects again.
Once again, he's reached the 40-point mark as there has been no slowing him down all season.
Well, GA, with all these 40-point performances, he's close to matching the mark for third most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we haven't seen this many 40-point games in a long time. He is close to matching his airness. Michael Jordan, who scored 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. It's a one-point game. Here's Barnes. Takes the three. Knocks down the three.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
The Jazz making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. MP fires. Barnes rips down the rebound.
It's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Vassell with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Fox! The three is off. Jazz trail by 4. Now MP. 13 feet away. Oh, what a finish.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's what his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him. That is a huge shot by the lefty, and Fox is proving that he can be the go-to guy when his team needs a bucket.
Complete confidence in the clutch. MP seizing the moment.
The Spurs have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And stolen by MP.
And that steal could not have been more important, guys. They had to make a play right then, right there. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
MP powers through the contact inside.
Well, he might be young, but it's easy to see why they go to MP when they need a big-time bucket.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
All eyes on MP.
And he is unable to get the second one. On offense, here are the Spurs. Now Wembanyama. Barnes. And there's the three.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And good! He hits it again.
An elite talent in just his rookie year. He's now 3rd all-time for rookie point production.
And the ability he has shown to score is very uncommon to have right out of the gates.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
Fox fires. The three goes down.
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play, and boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
Nice little draw up there from the inbounds play to get them an easy bucket.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
MP, congrats on the win.
Gracias.
I know this is one of the games you've highlighted on your social channels as being pivotal to your MVP case. How do you think you fared?
I did what I set out to do. Got the win, played well.
You definitely bolstered your case in this one.
Thanks, Jen.
Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Jennifer. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And we'll see you next time.
Hey, Ma, how's it going?
He's great. He's in really good spirits.
Okay, what did the test find?
That he needs surgery. But the prognosis, it's really, really good.
Ma.
Yes, they need to put a stent in, and I know it sounds scary, but the doctor said it's a very common procedure. And like I said, the prognosis is great.
Yeah. I guess that's good. Can I talk to him?
Oh, he's sleeping right now, honey, but I will have him call you in the morning.
And how are you holding up?
I'm fine, MP, and your father is fine too. Everything is going to be okay.
I need you to keep reminding me that Dad's a fighter.
Your dad is a fighter.
Oh.
I love you.
right now, Ma, but thanks.
I love you, honey.
I love you too, Ma.
And then I realized my key was inside the backpack. Wait, the backpack that's now sitting on your doorstep 2 flights down?
Yes.
While you're locked inside the house?
Yes.
How'd you get out?
Fishing pole.
That's amazing.
I'm just starting to question my initial thoughts.
You should get that backpack mounted on your wall.
I should. Thought I was gonna have to shimmy down the drain pipe.
Yeah, a couple. I would have paid to see that.
More than a couple.
Outspoken.
Hey, Dad.
Hey.
Yo, wait. If you're here, who's helping out with the restaurant?
Your Uncle Rick. You know, she's staying with us for a little while, just until the surgery.
Uncle Rick?
Yep.
Really? Dad, Uncle Rick can't make toast.
Like, we've been having the same regulars for the last 20 years. I think we'll be just fine.
All right. Yeah, I'm,
Good to see you.
Thank you. So be honest. How are you feeling?
I'm here, ain't I?
Yeah, but I know you. Heck, I'm surprised they even let you fly.
Well, let me. Oh, no. You can't keep this dog in the cage. Look, I'm good, man. I keep telling you that.
I know, it's just... It's a lot for all of us.
Yeah. Listen, if I'm not scared, then you shouldn't be. It is my chest they're cutting into, okay?
Yeah, I hear you, but... in my mind... it's just caused me a lot of anxiety. And I can't stop thinking about it, Dad.
Whenever I feel like that, I just throw myself into my work. Keeps my mind from wandering.
Yeah, I've been trying that.
You better be. Because I don't want my last memory of you getting work tonight.
I'm dead.
What, too far, too soon, what?
No, that was actually funny. Oh, which is rare for you.
Oh, no, come on, man, quit playing. I'm always funny.
Well, I got you courtside seats tonight.
Oh, cool.
Hey, just make sure you don't spill no drinks. I don't need them roasting you on the Jumbotron.
Oh, no, wait, where you think you got those hands from? I got a steel grip, man. Come on.
I know you got that old man strength.
No. I was stronger than you when I was your age.
Huh?
Right? Yeah.
Are you okay? Did they not test your brain while you were in the hospital?
Hey, don't worry about my brain, okay? you got a game to win. And an MVP trophy to take home.
Man, I hear that, Pops.
Okay.
Hip, 2 months of rehab and no guarantee.
And there are...
Welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. As always, things getting interesting in the West. A look at the standings. You take a look at Utah. They've put together the 6th best record in the conference.
Checking out Utah, we'll see if they can up the ante down the stretch. They still have a lot of work to do in order to rise to the top.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
So Miami wins the tip. And this is a tough time of the season, Grant. A few months in with a few months to go.
Yeah, B.A. You know, for the players, this is when they start to feel the grind of the regular season. A lot of the guys are dealing with nagging fatigue or mental weariness.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Adebayo and Ware together inside. Mitchell out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Powell in at the small forward. All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. I spoke with MP about his star-studded contest coming up, and he looked across the court and said, "We'd love a challenge. We've been watching tape, and we think we have a solution for the problem over there. I can't wait to find out how these two juggernauts affect today's outcome."
Yeah, buckle up, folks. This is going to be a good one. Thanks, Allie.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Hero outside. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by Bailey.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
So it's Miami now. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
Here's Hero, following the bucket by Utah. Over MP. That doesn't go either for Hero.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And for Tyler Hero, people immediately think of the shooting, but there's much more to his game, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., look, he's much improved as a playmaker. As a rookie, he only averaged about 2 assists. But last year, I think he was over 5, and he gives a consistent effort at the defensive end of the floor.
The Heat have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Hero for 3. The rebound by Markkanen.
Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close the gap. His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's a look at some stats for MP.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition's side. Just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
He drops it from range. Hero's got 5 points.
Well, this is what Hero is out here to do. He's a very reliable three-point scorer.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen.
I don't know what the heck happened.
And Coach must have had a really good look at this one. He called a coach's challenge for the out-of-bounds violation.
And depending on the ref's angle, an out-of-bounds violation is an easy call to get wrong.
The previous play is under review.
and quick to confirm on the monitor.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons the coach's challenge is in place. This isn't a judgment call. There's usually pretty clear and conclusive evidence.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Hero. Uncovered. Utah grabs the miss.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
MP, that one's good.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Heat trail by 7. Now here's Powell. It's guarded by Markkanen. And Powell with the stuff.
Well, even at this stage in his career, Powell explodes off the floor. Big vertical.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling into the story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, thanks. The Heat knew they needed to add more shot creation, and this summer, they went out and got just that, acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, and doing so without giving up much draft capital in return, or even a start.
Here's MP. It's good from the top of the key. MP's got 15 points.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Heat trail by 5. They've got MP. George Niang out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Collier, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. That's the group for Utah right now.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
MP, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
For 3, Powell. Anderson pulls it down. Utah leading by 5. Here's MP. Good! That's another bucket!
And his remarkable rookie campaign reaching a new milestone in terms of production. He's now number 2 all-time for points scored in a rookie season.
Well, he's sharing a league company, and you have to wonder how many more outstanding achievements lie in front of him. He's a lot of fun to watch.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Beasley for 3. No good. 3 for 4 in the game now. MP way outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Heat trail by 8. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Beasley misses. Utah has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat, and that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip. Knocks down the triple.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here in the second.
And Andrew Wiggins is a great sidekick stand. He can also be a leading man at times.
Well, you know, B.A., a wing with his size and knack for scoring will always be welcome. And with the way he's improved his defense, you have a solid 2-way player.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
And he comes up with a bucket. MP's got 24 points.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Well, as I'm sure you've heard, MP's father is on the mend from a recent heart attack. The recovery is going well enough that his doctor cleared him to fly, and he's in the stands today. MP told me, quote, "Seeing him out there, that means the world to me. Something I will never take for granted again." As wholesome an answer as you'll get, guys.
Well, nothing keeps you whole like family. Thank you. A big group substitution here for Utah.